The morning was quiet and still. The sky had not yet turned bright, and the house felt heavy with silence. A mother stood in her kitchen, holding a cup of tea that had grown cold. She had been awake for a long time, thinking about her son. Her heart felt restless, and she could not shake the feeling that something inside him was hurting. She had noticed small changes over many weeks. Her son used to wake early with energy, but now he stayed in bed longer. He used to laugh freely, but now his smile seemed thin and tired. He once spoke about his plans and dreams, but lately he spoke very little. The silence around him had grown, and it filled the house in a quiet and painful way. The mother tried to understand what was happening. She remembered how her son once enjoyed simple things. He liked walking outside, listening to music, and spending time with friends. He would sit at the table and share stories about his day. He used to help around the house without being asked. These memories stayed bright in her mind, but the present felt different. Her son now spent long hours alone in his room. He ate less. His eyes looked tired even when he had slept. Sometimes she heard him moving late at night, long after the rest of the house was asleep. These small signs gathered in her heart and formed a quiet worry that would not leave. She began to pray more often. She prayed in the morning, in the afternoon, and before sleeping. She prayed while washing dishes and while folding clothes. Her prayers were simple. She asked for help, for wisdom, and for peace for her son. She did not know what else to do. She wanted to fix everything, but she realized she could not control what he was feeling. This made her feel helpless. Yet she kept praying. Her prayers became steady, like a soft rhythm in her day. One early morning, while standing in the kitchen, she felt a calm thought settle in her heart. It did not come loudly. It came gently and clearly. The message was simple. Her son was going through a difficult time. The words felt calm and reassuring. They did not create fear. Instead, they brought understanding. She realized that her son's behavior was not about distance or rejection. It was about pain. This understanding softened her heart even more. She felt encouraged to be patient and gentle. She understood that her role was not to force change, but to stay close and offer support. That day, she watched her son carefully. He moved slowly through the house. His shoulders looked tense, and his eyes seemed lost in thought. The mother did not push him with questions. She chose kindness in small actions. She prepared breakfast. She kept her voice soft. She gave him space while also showing care. Her love became quiet and steady. She did not expect immediate change. She simply stayed present. Days passed, and her son continued to struggle. Some mornings he seemed calmer, and other days he appeared more tired. The mother remained patient. She kept praying. She tried to make the home peaceful. She added small touches of warmth, such as cooking his favorite meals and keeping the living room comfortable. She believed that even small acts of care could make a difference. She focused on listening more and speaking less. Her heart told her that pressure would only close him further. After some time, her son began to open up little by little. His posture softened, and his silence became less heavy. He still carried pain, but he no longer looked completely alone. The mother sensed that trust was growing. She continued to offer calm support. She did not rush him. She let time work gently. The mother also realized that her son needed more than her presence. He needed guidance and support beyond the home. With patience, she encouraged him to consider speaking to someone who could help him process his feelings. This suggestion was made with kindness and without judgment. She showed him that seeking help was not a sign of weakness. It was a step toward healing. Her calm attitude helped him feel less afraid of the idea. Eventually, he agreed to try. The process was slow. Some days felt hopeful, while others felt heavy. Healing did not happen in one moment. The mother learned to accept the ups and downs. She continued to pray quietly. She trusted that each small step mattered. Her son began to rebuild routines. He started waking earlier. He ate more regularly. He took walks outside. These changes were small but meaningful. The mother noticed them with gratitude. Over time, the son's eyes began to regain a gentle brightness. The tension in his shoulders eased. He spent more time outside his room. He helped with small tasks around the house. The silence that once felt painful became calm instead. The mother felt relief but remained careful. She understood that healing takes time. She did not assume everything was perfect. She continued to show patience and love. The mother reflected often on the message she had felt that early morning. She understood now that difficult times are part of life. She learned that people do not always need quick solutions. Sometimes they need understanding, presence, and patience. She realized that her son did not need strong words. He needed a safe place to rest and recover. Her quiet support had given him that place. Seasons changed, and the home slowly filled with warmth again. The son began to speak more openly. He shared his thoughts and hopes. He started planning small goals. The mother saw confidence returning in gentle ways. His laughter came back softly at first, then more freely. The mother's heart felt lighter. She continued to pray, not only for protection, but also for gratitude. She thanked God for guiding her through uncertainty. The mother also gained wisdom from the experience. She understood that struggles are often hidden. People may appear calm while carrying heavy burdens. She learned to watch with compassion. She learned to respond with patience. She realized that love is strongest when it remains steady during hard times. Her role had not been to remove the storm, but to stand beside her son while he passed through it. Years later, the memory of that difficult time remained. It became a reminder of growth and resilience. The son matured through the experience. He became more understanding toward others. He learned that asking for help is part of strength. The mother felt proud, not because the struggle existed, but because they faced it together. Their bond deepened. The house became a place of trust and peace. The mother often thought about how quiet guidance had changed her approach. The simple message that her son was going through a difficult time had shifted her perspective. It removed fear and replaced it with compassion. It reminded her that pain does not last forever. It encouraged her to stay present and calm. This lesson remained with her always. The story became one of patience and love. It showed that healing often comes slowly. It showed that understanding can grow in silence. It showed that gentle support can help someone find their way again. The mother's faith and care created a safe path. Her son walked that path at his own pace. Together they moved forward, one day at a time. In the end, the difficult season passed. It did not disappear completely, but it no longer controlled their lives. The son became stronger, and the mother became wiser. Their home felt peaceful. The quiet mornings now held hope instead of worry. The mother still prayed, but her prayers were filled with gratitude. She remembered the early whisper that guided her heart and understood its meaning more deeply. Her son had gone through a difficult time, and he had come through it. Love, patience, and faith had carried them both.